barbecue sauce. I have a South Carolina inspired barbecue sauce that I've kind of modified and make my own. We are using the Easy Snake today to do this on the kettle. And we're also going to be using the wok too. It's cast iron, it's got great seasonings on it. So, already I have the kettle up to temperature, the Easy Snake in it. If you want to come in closer, we'll take a look at that real fast. See how that goes. So, below this video, you're going to go ahead and find the recipe. But first, we're going to start with about 2 tablespoons of butter. And let that melt in there. We have finely chopped onions that we are going to saute. Now, using the Easy Snake as an indirect method with a kind of a circular, all around heat, works very nicely with the cast iron wok, which gives me plenty enough heat.
We're firing again.
Okay, we're gonna let that get up to temperature for a minute. So we're gonna cover this back up until that butter is nice and hot. Now, for the sake of the video, I went ahead and sorted out all the ingredients. I put all my wet ingredients together. I mixed all my dry ingredients. I do have a list with me. There's a lot of stuff in there, but it makes a decent amount of barbecue sauce that you can use over and over again. It works great for ribs and sandwiches and brisket and anything you want to put barbecue sauce on. So, as the wok's getting up to temperature again to get that butter ready to go, we're going to pause. Alright, so our kettle is back up to 275, 280 degrees, which is going to be great for sauteing these onions. So we're going to pull the lid off. We're going to go ahead and dump our onions in there. Now, these are finely chopped onions that I already have finely chopped. These are going to add for a nice flavor to this barbecue sauce. And we're going to go ahead and saute these until they are translucent and very mushy. And that is going to add an extra layer of flavor to this barbecue sauce. Okay, so our onions are just about done over here. They're simmering all nice. We have a nice golden brown look to them. They're fairly translucent. Have this nice wonderful flavor to them. And I got this beautiful little sizzle coming on there with the butter. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to add all of our wets right now. Now, the easiest way to do this that I found, besides having it already pre-measured out from the night before to make the video easier, is we're going to add the tomato or the ketchup and the mustard, the vinegar, and all those really wet products first. Here's the vinegar. Get those going right before we put the tomato paste in there. When we get to this stage, we're going to go ahead and choke down the bottom air vent a little bit. Get it so it's just about half open. What this is going to do is it's going to cool down the coals from getting too much air. So it makes this nice and easy. Now, generally, I would use the actual wok spoon that comes with this, but I'm using a silicone one today, which is a high temperature one, so that you can actually hear me so you don't hear all the scraping today. So, after we get this nice and mixed in with the wets, I'm going to add the tomato paste to help thicken this up. Now, because the liquids are already getting hot, it's going to help blend this tomato paste in a little bit more. And what we're going to do is we're just going to stir this all in Already I can start to smell it. Oh man, it smells really good. We're gonna go ahead and just let this continue to absorb as we blend everything together in this indirect heat. And as that's going also, we're going to take all of our dries, which is basically brown sugar, paprika, garlic, pepper, allspice, and some cayenne pepper to get a little kick. And we're going to go ahead and drop that in also. Now for the full recipe, in case I forgot to tell something in there, it is again at the bottom of the video so you can see it. So now that's, well, after we get everything mixed in here, we're going to let this simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes on a lower heat, probably between 180 and 200 degrees, so it can absorb in, meld together, and have an overall great flavor. So I'm going to keep stirring. We're going to let it do its thing, and we will be right back. Okay, so we have been cooking this bad boy down for about 20 to 30 minutes right now. I got Dylan over here, also known as Papa, who's awesome sauce. Speaking of awesome sauce, this is what we have. Now we've been stirring. Yeah, it smells so good. We've been kind of stirring, making sure that it doesn't get too hot, it doesn't burn. Now, let me give it one real quick whisk over here. Has a nice, great kind of like a dark or red-orange color to it. I can really smell the onions and the mustard and the vinegar in there, along with the pepper and the garlic.
Okay, I've got to try this.
All right, try that.
That's nice and thick. Oh, that's good. That is really good. It's got a little back flavor of the cayenne pepper in it too. Not too much. It's not overpowering. That is pretty darn good. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Good job, Josh.
Thank you. And the one reason why I like it to get nice and thick is because it helps glaze, chicken and ribs, and it really sticks on there. And it's also got a great little smoky flavor to it also.
So, it does.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to pull this bad boy off, let it cool down, and then we're going to go try to sell it to some friends because it's that good. All right, grill on, everybody. Thank you. Easy Snake!